show features content intended for mature audiences. If you'd like to view a content warning before listening, please check out the episode description. The views put forth by our hosts and our guest reflect the speaker's opinions and not the official stance of Oddball Foundation. Thanks for listening. We hope you enjoy the show.
Hey, everybody, it's Jason Wright from Oddball Magazine, and I'm here with Chad Prento and Tim Gager. We're about ready to get into the week that was Boston Poetry Marathon Edition. But first, Chad, before we start, I have to ask you a real serious question. Ready?
Go on.
Well, I found
thumbs
out...
Thumbs up or thumbs down?
This is a thumbs up or thumbs down question. Really easy. Grateful Dead, thumbs up or thumbs down?
Grateful Dead, thumbs up or thumbs down?
Yeah.
Thumbs sideways. Ultimately, thumbs
up.
Oh,
what a cop out.
Thumbs sideways. It's either thumbs up or thumbs down. See, I'm a big thumbs up.
I'll
all right.
You
on a
dude, I'm gonna find
deserted island.
You ask me yes or no, I say banana. Okay.
banana.
Chad, you're on a deserted island, and the Grateful Dead is playing, and you don't have any acid. Are you enjoying it or not?
That is questionable. I remember.
Eventually, if you're on a deserted island, eventually you're gonna be like, shut this shit down. But
I remember being the one asshole narc at a party where I wasn't drinking or taking drugs. I don't think they were either, to be honest, but they wanted to pretend they were. So someone put on a Grateful Dead concert with a 30-minute drum solo with psychedelic movie playing, and I was just like, I don't get it. Like I was the one asshole everyone wanted to beat up.
That sounds like a bad acid trip.
All right, so I'm a high up for Grateful Dead. Tim's a high down for Grateful Dead.
High down.
And
I'm a light thumbs up for Grateful Dead. I like a lot of their radio hits, but I don't know if I'd want to go to a concert. I remember when I went to Emerson, I was roommates with two people who formed a comedy troupe, and one of the last sketches they did for a particular show was a McDonald's sketch, and the man was like, "Here at McDonald's, we have to separate the the men from the boys in terms of who we recruit. Seems that Jerry Garcia died, and we're flooded with applications."
True story. My friend used to work at the Roy Rogers by the Nassau Coliseum. And when the Grateful Dead came to town, they had to basically shut down the fixings bar and put the stuff away because all the deadheads would come in and start eating the free tomatoes and pickles.
Okay, all right. I can see that as an absolute thing that probably happened. I will tell you one thing. And
it probably happened. It did happen.
Cross streams here, but I would much rather listen to so much more Grateful Dead than like one song of Fish. Like one song.
All right. I'm down with that.
That band is just bad. That's
Given a choice, band. Grateful Dead or Fish, Grateful Dead.
Fish is like a jam band if King Crimson was a jam band.
And
that's like Fish.
Given a choice between Grateful Dead and Dave Matthews Band, I would listen to Grateful Dead.
I would listen to Grateful Dead over Dave Matthews. But do you know what I'm saying? Fish is so like mechanically nerdy. It's just like King Crimson.
And Grateful Dead versus listening to Jason scream when we chop his fingers off. Jason screaming. Definitely, I'd rather hear that.
You'd rather inflict pain on me than listen to touch of
No, just the sound. I'm talking about listening. It's not nothing else is involved.
I'm telling you, it won't
still an oddly specific example of someone's pain.
Well, Jason's right there. If Ronald McDonald was there, we'd be cutting off his.
I'm glad you're between me and Tim, Jason, because
but honestly, like so I have Sirius XM. So like I listen to Grateful Dead all the time, but there's also a Fish channel dedicated to just Fish. So if you ever want to torture somebody, don't torture me, but hypothetically, if you were to torture someone like me,
that's on Sirius X Radio.
I've got an idea though.
I did not know that. That might be a summer thing because there's a fucking Days Matthews Band channel.
It's the 60s. It's the anniversary of the Grateful Dead. That's why. But this is my idea. You go to a tailgate party and you have one tailgate open playing the Grateful Dead channel and the other one playing Fish channel simultaneously, and no one will be able to know the difference.
and you have an axe throwing contest and just see what happens. You think people who like fish
with Jason's hand on the target?
Why is my hand on there? No, stop putting Jason in the mix here. So like if there was so you're at a fish show and a Grateful Dead show.
Why such a small target like a hand? Tim,
my
are you just trying to challenge yourself?
Large hands, right?
Very challenging.
These fucking hands are.
So shit, I hit the target, but Jason's hand is still intact.
All right, so hold on. So all right. New thing. Grateful Dead or country music?
Country music.
Oh god. Yeah.
Not pop country music. So
no. I said country music, which is pop country music.
So during my physical therapy, they always had like the 2000s pop channel on, but today they had the country channel on. And just even the course of my 1 hour physical therapy session, the Tennessee was mentioned like 30 times in like 6 different songs, or Tennessee popping up. And then there was one,
you were listening to Arrested Development, man.
And there was one lyric. I made all the physical therapists crack up because there was a line that said, "I like to watch her ride the tractor," and I said, "That's not a metaphor, is it?" And their entire staff just started laughing.
I don't know. I just don't see the appeal. So, all right. So you're in a room, right? All right. There's it's like a saw situation. Okay. You have a key in your arm. You have to dig it out. Okay. To get out. Okay, you right. But you have to listen to you have 3 doors. One is fish, one is country, and one is Grateful Dead. Which one are you going into?
Country.
Yeah. That's close.
Because they can play their instruments.
If it's a classic country, then yeah, I'll listen to Waylon Jennings and Johnny Cash and.
So you're saying you listen to Post Malone over and over and over until infinity.
Post Malone is not a country artist. Sorry,
he is a country artist. That's
everyone's been dipping their fingers in the country well these days.
I heard he's changing his name to Post Grape Nuts.
What?
All right, so this is an.
I think we're just distracting. I think we're just distracting ourselves because they don't remember what week we're on.
I mean, Post Malone actually takes a lot of steroids, so he is changing his name to Post Grape Nuts.
But real quick, Post Grape Nuts. Chad is one of the organizers of the Boston Poetry Marathon. Chad, what's on top for this weekend? Good job, Chad.
Okay, for the one person that's probably already going to the event.
Well, we're both going.
And one person I'll show up late. Hi, Tim. Hi, Jason.
Yeah. Dude, remember when you stuck you signed us up for the Salem show, for the Salem Festival, Poetry Festival, a million years ago when Oddball was like new? And I
think you're going on late for 7.
And I decided to take that makes sense. Because I decided to take the car in instead of take the train. So I missed the whole thing. I missed
all too well. My college professor was in that audience for that. He still hasn't written back to me saying, "Hi, Chad, I enjoyed that." But
Chad, why don't you just tell Jason that he's reading at 5:15 on Saturday? Then you're all set.
Nope. 7:21. I have it down there. 7:21.
Well, you know what the answer would have been. Because the room closes at 5:15. It'll be the one time Jason's on time and you think he's locked out.
Yeah, the thing is, isn't it closed for an hour? Like, who's going to be there?
Yeah, there's like a dinner thing, but I'll probably be there. And
there's a dinner thing inside?
No, although there could be because there's actually tables now. Okay, here's the thing: from the top, from 11 o'clock on Sunday to 11 at night.
Are there going to be?
Don't you want to tell the audience the location and the address and whether it's handicap accessible?
Thank you, Neil.
We weren't going to mention him.
The Boston Poetry Marathon is taking place on August 16th and 17th at the Community Church of Boston on Boylston Street in Copley Plaza. It is handicap accessible with a working elevator and a handicap accessible bathroom on the 3rd floor. And the building's been recently renovated to now it's better climate controlled. We have 3 thermostats in the reading room alone, which is going to make everything very easy. We probably will need to buy.
Does it have a roll-in shower?
No roll-in shower.
Why would you do a roll-in shower?
Because it has to be accessible. It has to be accessible. Who knows? There might be a poet that needs a roll-in shower.
A roll-in shower?
roll.
Well, I'll be
in.
sitting back here getting paid to give poets sponge baths.
I'm here for the showers.
Well, maybe the late 90-year-old poet who drank too much and shit his pants would need the roll-in shower.
What 90-year-old poet shits his pants who's going to need a rolling shower?
Oh, hands on buzzer.
Anyway, not to give away too much that we were talking shit about people when
We were talking shit, the actual feces.
You're talking hypotheticals. Apparently, you're thinking of one person. I'm thinking of hypotheticals.
Yeah, me too.
Probably a lot of poets who are probably, it depends. I guess it depends really.
And when we're talking shit, we're talking literal
Anyway.
shit. Literal shit.
At any rate, hopefully with a climate-controlled room, we're going to need like $40 less ice because it was a scorcher to be up there all the time. And plus, the reason part I want to get to is that there's now a round white table. So if we wanted to set up like a cafe or something in the back, we could actually do that if poets wanted to kick back
Should we
and
bring
take their
books
food
to
and
sell?
eat it.
Should we bring books to show? Okay.
You won't sell many because it's a room full of poets, but bring
Yeah,
them, you might
poets.
sell.
I once saw. Okay, let's real quick. Quick,
Go on.
small diversion from what we're talking about. Have you ever seen Life is Hell before, Chad? The Mac Groening.
The cartoon, yeah.
Yeah.
Have you ever seen that thing where it says about poets and how poets hate poets?
Well, what it is,
that-
it's how to irritate poets. I think their traits were sniveling and then poverty. How to annoy a poet, and then they just said, "Become another poet."
Poets hate poets. I'm saying.
So is this going to be a hybrid event on Saturday, or are you going to get rid of it?
We're not having we're only having one person read remotely on Saturday. It's going to be Carol Weston because she can't make the trip.
Now, what about people?
Yeah,
can people view it? Can people
What's that?
Can people view it?
Hopefully,
you should
people can
live
view
stream
it.
it.
Hopefully, I'm going to be able to film it with my iPhone. So we're looking for photographers for that event to share
Can
their
use
work.
your iPhone?
I should be able to use my iPhone and stream a live. Shut up. Anyway, oh fuck you.
Wait, well, you said
really
hopefully I can use my iPhone, and we're looking for people to do the camera. So like,
a whole camera.
Well,
crew,
my iPhone is the
iPhone.
camera in this case, but I'm looking
Best
for people
boy,
who can actually
gaffer,
record the posts.
cameraman, Charles
We need
iPhone.
a best boy gaffer, a gripper.
John
For
Mulrooney
Chad's
Mulrooney is probably coming in to film the Fanny Howe tribute, and
Who's filming
but
me?
the problem is I don't have the equipment to record and do a hybrid, so we're gonna have to use the iPhone is the best option. Luckily, we have an amazing microphone system. Everything looks really good. Looks like they've done some homework and improved the place since 2023.
Is this the
Just
same
like
place that I
nice-
read at before?
What's that?
Is this the same place that I read at before?
Yes.
Yeah. Oh, that's a nice place. It's kind of hard to find, but
So I didn't
We'll be
copy
putting some billboards out, and hopefully I'll be able to print some flyers.
and make sure the
But
flyers
yeah.
have the proper information on it. The flyers need check, the time, the
Just make sure-
address.
you got it. So anyway,
This is a seat of our pants year. Like last year, we were so seat of the pants we had to do it remotely because there was no way we could get a venue. But this year, I finally spoke up in June saying, shouldn't we be doing something now? So this
How's
is
the
how
fundraising going for this year and next year?
it's going well. I actually looked at our budget and we're doing pretty well. So like I think we'll still have stuff left over. I am going to ask for last minute contributions.
last time.
And of course people are going to leave money at the door, and that'll hopefully pay for the refreshments and the ice. And hopefully we won't have to spend so much on ice. The ice freaking melted.
Can the refreshments not just be all sugar coated like donuts? Like, can we have maybe meat sticks or hummus?
Meat
I
sticks.
guarantee you, if Tim makes it as a musician someday, he's gonna do the thing that the people that the M&Ms. He's gonna want
I'll tell you what, if
in
the green room, I want a Slim Jim.
I'll tell you what, if the tariffs are lifted next year, I'll get scallops and with bacon wrapped around.
Oh yeah, all right.
You know I'm allergic to scallops. He knows I'm allergic to scallops.
No, I
That's
didn't
why
know
he's
that.
They're trying to cut my fingers off and make me an anaphylactic shock.
We'll put scallops on the stump. We'll pour scallop juice on the stumps.
I hate to be the voice of reason here, but it is for 14 minutes and 46 seconds in. We should probably do the week.
And then we're just gonna listen to Fish.
All right, let's do it.
All right.
Right.
So
Where are we starting?
Detector. Oh God.
Usually we figure out where we're starting And then before
I
we
sent
go
the
on,
link. I sent the link.
Audience and listeners, if you like Fish, please write to us and let us know why you like this band that is King Crimson.
I gave the wrong link out. I'm gonna give the link, the correct link to you right now. I sent my meme.
How
twice.
ironic, considering the link that you sent.
I know exactly.
Jesus. All right, so let's get into it. Last time, I believe this is the return of the sausage.
You keep sending the exact same link. What are you doing?
I don't think this is the same week. I think this is the one that we wanted to do last time.
No, you're doing you keep sending.
No, we're doing
the exact same.
I believe we're going to be right where we left off when we wanted to talk about the sausage.
The sausage. Are we? Oh, that's right. We're at the sausage.
We're at the sausage. We talked about it last time. You remember?
Yes, the sausage.
And I know that's true because there's the day the post prior to this is the Friday Bruce Wise with the surreal fucking interview that you guys killed
crazy.
Last week.
Oh God!
Yeah,
I'm shitting my pants with the horror they gave me another interview, and I don't have time to work on it.
You know what? All right, Chad.
Bruce Wise.
Chad, since we're comparing things, Robert Fleming's reading of Taxi Driver versus Jason and my reading of a Bruce Wise play.
I don't know. Maybe.
Come on, Chad. You're the tiebreaker here.
I hate to say it, but I'm gonna go with you guys because it's
Yay.
at least for that particular one reading. I don't know if I want you to keep on doing a series with Robert. He has to put together ragtag people at the last minute. I never know he's gonna do the reading until.
Do you like this kind of donut or this kind of donut? I like this kind of donut.
So I actually played one of the voices for Robert Fleming's reading of Taxi Driver. I was the female lead.
So what does he do? Does he rewrite them, or does you just act them out, act up the screen?
I think he acts them out, but he likes switching gender roles. Of course, Bill Lewis is very good with doing that. I think he was Scarlett O'Hara for Gone with the Wind reading.
That is not a sausage. What is that?
That is a sausage. It's a sausage, egg, and cheese, I believe.
It's literally in the thing.
I can't even find it.
So it is a sausage. It is a sausage roll. It is based off the story iconic sausage roll to star at Madame Tussauds.
What date is that?
That is the last podcast was called Sorry.
I don't care what last. What date is on the sausage? What date is on the sausage?
What's this sausage? Too good.
August 4th. The sausage was published on August 4th.
That's why I can't find it. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm in August 11th.
So
I sent you the link, dude.
Yeah, you didn't. You sent me the same link to your blog. Is that a way to draw viewers into your blog?
What the hell?
You're trying to draw us into your blog.
I don't know what's going on here. I don't know why
it's not drawing anyone to your blog.
There we go. I just
very sneaky, sis. Very sneaky. Oh, there. All right, I'm fine.
Good Christ! I can't believe that's been happening. I might need to get my computer in for an overhaul because I've been having that weird thing where it's like I'm pressing cut, copy. I'm doing Control C, but it's just like, nope, not doing it.
Control C.
It's like going to Pornhub. Poem by Mike Messerson Gibbons.
All right, would you like to read the poem about this?
All right, Chad, you want Tim? Let's start us off with a poem by Mike Messerson Gibbons.
All right, in a sausage roll. And if you look at the left column, it spells something. It's
an acrostic, they call it.
It's called In a Sausage Roll, and it spells In a Sausage Roll. I represent the essence of you Brits, no less than Attenborough, Princess Di, and Shakespeare's waxworks, culinary wits. Say what you eat is who you are, so I am all you Brits in spades. You gobble me up every day, 1,000,000 times in snacks. Spiced sausages and pastry, apt to be as flaky as your nature. Who would wax Gregg sausage rolls for cultural delight except a Brit? Who else would mount a plaque, revering me upon a plinth and write on it that I'm the hero of a snack? Lunch? Who if not a Brit? Your nation's soul loves British culinary in a sausage roll.
Loves British culture in a sausage roll.
It was British culture in a sausage roll.
Mike Messerson Gibbons is a professor emeritus of mathematics at Florida State University, who has returned to live in his native England. His acrostic sonnets have appeared in Autumn Blue Sky, Poach Daily, Better Than Starbucks, The Creativity Magazine, Current Conservation, The Expressive Review, Grand Little Things, and on and on and on. The iconic sausage rolls, the star at Madame Tussauds.
We do accents here on the Oddball Show.
Yeah, we're learned. All right, next one. What do you guys think of that one?
In general, I like a good poem that I like a poem that
It means you don't want to see how the sausage is made, though. You know what I mean?
I like a poem that reminds me of the British and sausages, because Eddie Izzard used to have a very early routine about talking about British people shouting around, just shouting in foreign countries, like they don't learn the language. He's like, they can't just go to sausage. There's English people in Afghanistan going, hello, sausage, egg, and cheese, please. Sausage, egg, and cheese.
Dude,
okay, 2 sausages.
Ciao.
Do you speak English? You're just not trying, are you? It's just...
So
I always think of that bit.
I like him a lot. What is he doing now, Chad? What do you think he's doing these days?
What's that?
Eddie Izzard. What is he doing? Is he still doing stand-up?
I believe they are.
Yeah, he's funny. They are funny. Whatever. She Who Laughs Last, Art House. Art in the House.
Yes.
And Scove.
Acted out by Chad.
Art in the house. List of found items, if you will. Art in the house. I have to look really close and disturb people with my forehead. All the writing implements are too fancy. Cups have strange colors inside. Glitter is a design choice. Yes, it is. It's usually the wrong one. Glue selection outnumbers wine selection 4-1. Only 2 true. So is it for artists and for teachers?
So is that a Cincinnati? Were you doing a Cincinnati accent there, Chad?
I was trying to do the British thing and keep it going, or trying to imitate. Jason's doing voices again. The voices are out in my head.
Hearing voices again.
Jason's hearing voices again.
Transco of Cincinnati-bound comics, cartoonist. Can't wait to cover her comic from this week. It's a lot of fun. May history repeat itself. Okay, that's it with the bio. We can go now to
Shannon O'Connor. She's the very nice person. I met Shannon O'Connor a long time ago.
I'll read this one. Town Hall in Malden High School with Senator Edward Markey by Shannon O'Connor. And actually, that shouldn't say her name anymore. I don't know why that keeps on reverting to a previous saved draft.
Why not?
That's actually exceedingly annoying. Well, the poem, the author's name is up there, and I've actually deleted it twice. So it's kind of...
So now the poem takes you to Pornhub.
No. No, it doesn't.
Yes, just
go ahead and click and try.
Sorry, Brits.
Sorry, honey. There's something wrong with my computer, honey. I'm sorry. It keeps taking me to Pornhub against my will. I'm just trying to cut and paste this link.
Oh no, I fell over. I fell over again.
What?
It's from Austin Powers. Poem by Shannon O'Connor. So Chad, you meant to not put her name on there?
Well, not to put it right underneath the title.
The poem by Shannon O'Connor with photography by Shannon O'Connor.
First base Bugs Bunny, second base Bugs Bunny.
Yes.
Oh,
exactly.
I see what you're saying. Yeah, I see what you're saying.
Yeah, I've corrected. I've corrected that twice.
3 times.
It's just letting you know who wrote the poem.
Oh, I can't wait to read the bio because there's gonna be 3 of them.
Oh, shut up.
Shannon O'Connor is 3 people. I did meet Shannon O'Connor a long time ago. Very nice person. So I'll read this one, all right?
Yeah, of course.
Shannon O'Connor.
With Senator Edward.
Okay, if you refresh the page, the name's off, but it might show up again tomorrow. That's very strange. But refresh it, please.
Try.
I did. There we go. How refreshing.
Oh, it's gone.
That's so irritating.
The damn thing fits.
Okay, at the town hall in Malden High School with Senator Edward Markey. At the town hall, Ed Markey said, "Donald Trump brings out the Malden in me." What exactly does that mean, to bring out the Malden in someone? What I think the senator means is the Malden in someone is the part that won't take any garbage from anyone, who won't back down from a fight and is not afraid to say exactly what they think. Is that what the Malden in me means? The Malden in me is the one who takes the train to go somewhere else, to where I think more interesting things are happening. But does what the senator say still ring true? And it's a long poem, so we'll just say read the rest from there. It's local flavor from someone who actually moved into Malden. So
I read it as a double entendre, the Malden in me.
if you're a fan of Malden, you're gonna really like this.
I mean, I thought it was a double entendre.
And Shannon O'Connor, of course, is a fiction. Shannon O'Connor, of course, is a fiction writer, poet. She's shown up in multiple publications, including Jinsulko Literary Journal and, of course, Oddball. And she lives in Malden, Massachusetts. So thanks so much, Shannon.
She does not drink coffee from the New England Coffee Company, which, if you know, New England Coffee Company is based in Malden, Massachusetts.
Yes.
Isn't that correct?
I have no idea.
It's right down the street.
All right, quick question. How does Malden go soft? That's in there. Just saying.
God.
Oddball Stories with Margie B. Klein.
Margie B. Klein.
Ditched, not like Johnny B. Good. Ditched in the desert. People don't usually think of bat watching as a sport, but certain nature lovers think of it as a wildlife watching adventure. I was lucky enough for it to be part of my job as an environmental educator and all-around nature promoter at an agency that managed wildlife. Environmental education can be an important role if you're trying to teach children about nature awareness and appreciation so that they can later carry those values into adulthood. But many at the workplace disagreed, thinking the job a frivolous pursuit of Tweety birds and guppies. Nature education and wildlife watching were not part of the primary directive at this agency, so I was surprised when one of the bosses decided I should go with her to check out a bat watching site she had heard about. She wasn't sure of the exact location, so we would go scouting it out. People in search of treasure of any kind in the desert don't want anyone else to know about the secret stash, whether it's old mines with some tailings left, dinosaur prints, or bats in caves. It's the same with anglers having a special hole or a couple with a favorite secluded spot. And
we're just we'll end it off there. But call this number to see if you'd like to work with nature and not die, and not almost die as this author did.
Margie B. Klein.
Spoilers.
Margie B. Klein has been a freelance nature writer for 35 years. Oh, nature! She writes natural history features as well as poetry and prose that have been found publications in Orion, Cosmic Daffodil, Closed Eye Open, etc., and others. Klein has retired from a long career in natural resource management and education and enjoys sharing her adventures through writing. It's funny because I was under the whole Bugs Bunny.
This is a pretty intense piece, so if you enjoy it.
I was under the whole Bugs Bunny thing with Nature Boy, but then Tweety Bird was mentioned. I was kind of like, Kismet. Oh boy.
Oh
boy.
Flash fiction by Susan Isla Tepper. Chad, take it.
Based on true story.
I gotta read this one too.
I'll read it. One. Based on a true story. I've not read one in a while. I'm feeling left out.
Okay.
He's feeling left out, Chad.
Based on a true story. Photography by Jennifer Matthews. My knuckles took me for a walk down a pretty street with flowers instead of weeds growing along the curb. I have good balance, so me and my knuckles were enjoying ourselves. It was still early morning, and the hard heat hadn't hit yet. Being low to the ground, my nose nearly sweeping it, I could smell all that fresh bloomin', especially the red rose bushes Mrs. Caligari planted to climb her white fence. Also smelled a lot of car grease and a fair amount of dog poop. I can take the good with the bad. Early on, I learned how to walk on my knuckles and be flexible. A boy once tied a blue bandana around my ankle during a walk. To be honest, that was the least interesting.
And Susan Tepper is a 20-year writer and a playwright. She's just her most recent book is Hair of a Fallen Angel, and her most recent play is a domestic comedy called Clandestine, and which premiered in New York City back in June. The poet-photographer Jennifer Matthews has been with Oddball for a very long time and with the Boston poetry and art scene even longer. And last I checked, I think she's living with her husband in the Salem, Mass area in the North Shore. So nice. pleasure to you and congratulations. And I think that's it. But now we have Jason's turn to read his own poem. How convenient.
Can we record him reading it?
This one's just a shit poem. Jacket Thought 579 time.
It's a shit poem.
It's a shit poem. I mean, the other one I put like a lot of work into, so next week You'll read a good poem. This is a shit poem. Jagged Thought 579. Time. Time to think, process the unthinkable. Look at the ground, oh how it spins, feeling less than average and more down than up. What's in your red cup? Have you had enough? Sounds like a scream from an open beer can. Maybe that truth serum will set you free. Running on empty and eventually will run out. Was this your idea of a good weekend? I said I would stay with you till you drink it through, but there's better than two. You can rely on me, friend. I'll do the right thing if only I knew what the right thing was to do. I don't, and neither do you. Maybe time will tell us what the best thing to do for us both. The sun is down, the stars are out. You have what's in your red cup, and you call it love. I have nothing but time, and time for me is enough. Jade,
You call this a shit poem, Tim?
No, I call it a shit poem.
It's not a shit poem.
Well, I call it a shit poem because the one that I wrote this week, I put a lot of work in because I think it's awesome. It's like one of my favorite poems I've written in a long time.
There you go. All right. So why don't you read the bio of the shit poem? This is the person that wrote the shit poem. Ladies and gentlemen, go ahead. Take it away. He just wrote a shit poem.
Yeah, just wrote a shit poem. Welcome to the Hoover Dam. Here's your damn poem. You can take all the damn pictures you want. All the damn photography you can take of. Welcome to the Hoover Dam. Jason Wright is the editor and founder of Oddball Magazine. Have you guys seen that? His column appears weekly. His third book, Train of Thought 2, Almost Home, is available now at the Oddball bookstore. This guy needs a hug. Talk about a guy who just needs a fucking hug.
You know what? You said you would replace that picture like months ago.
I know. I feel like I'm more of a character than this.
I've got an idea. Since you recorded your poems on the page a few times, why don't you just have like a live stream of you right there, like right on the Oddball page?
What?
At all times. Instead of your photo, just like live stream your face at all times.
So it's literally like the Truman Show?
It'll be like an action. It'll be an action photo.
I don't think that would work, Tim.
I bet you I can make
it. Actually, this poem is called Tim. It's not called Time. It's called Tim.
Thank you.
Jagged Thought 579. Tim.
You know, maybe Bruce Wise puts you guys in his poems, but I have a Jagged Thought poem.
Yeah. Jagged Thought 579. Tim.
Tim. Some call me Tim.
Timmy.
Somebody, men call me Tim.
I like this poem.
Poem by, yeah, but wait a minute, my poem this week.
I'll read this one. Let's get on with it.
I like Dennis Mahajin.
This is a poem called XYZ Trip. You look cool with photography by some asshole. You look cool.
That's shit photography.
That's shit photography by Chad Brendo. Chad, I dare you to put the word shit photography.
This was a tough one to get. All right, I'm just gonna say this was a tough one to find photography for. So I was just picturing I pictured a bunch of old people talking in the streets. So I just pictured. I gave them a bench to sit on, which was the style at the time in my day, and of course I was wearing an onion.
I used to wear an onion.
Bloomin' onion. It's a bloomin' onion.
XYZ Trip. You look cool with that cigarette dangling on your lower lip, loose shingle on the roof of the world. Trailing smoke, trailing hope. It means less than nothing in the broad view, yet my head is still full of people I don't know what to tell you. When the elderly see an old friend, they grin, grip each other's shoulders, squeeze hard. Say, Lord, how long has it been? One or two cry, no pity, please. There is something in their eye.
Dennis Mahajin is a poet and writer from Washington State. He's the author of two poetry collections, Grand Mal from Rebel Satori Press and Long Shot and Ghazal from Mojave River Press. Dennis also serves as poetry editor for Frig Magazine. Chad Parenteau is associate editor of Oddball Magazine.
Some asshole.
Some asshole. All right.
Some asshole. It's a poetry magazine that takes shit pictures.
Oh, no.
All right, Tim, you want to read this one?
Good stir.
TR, poem by Rustin Larson. And the artwork is by Thomas Reisner. Ta-da. Hamburger Hank. Name was Hamburger Hank. Rumor was he was an ex-con who served his time for voluntary manslaughter. He served us loose meat sandwiches in the lunch at high school, a scoop of meat on a bun, a couple of sliced pickles. Rumor was he was an alumni, a former wideout for the football squad. He played for the Ag Tech College as well. And he killed a man, 10-pound tube frozen hamburger. The man had raped Hank's girlfriend, and Hank beat the man's head with the frozen meat. It was the back room of the Maid-Rite. In their walk-in freezer this was during the so-called Summer of Love. 10 years in prison is a long time. After prison, he rented an attic in the neighborhood and worked for the school system, making lunches until he became a corpse.
Ooh. Yow.
All right. Rustin Larson is serving 5 to 10 years in the penitentiary. Oh, no, sorry. His writing appears in the anthologies Wild Gods, New River Press in 2021, and the Wapsipinicon Almanac, selections from 30 years from the University of Iowa Press. His poems have appeared in the New Yorker. Stop the press.
Tim hates him. Tim hates this guy now.
No, I think it's awesome. How many bios do you read? The bios, the other bios on Oddball is like his poems appeared in Frozen Fudge Sandwich. And
Frozen what sandwich?
Frozen Fudge Sandwich and
Frozen Fudge Sandwich
and the Jeopardy Droop-Along Literary Review, but the New Yorker and the Iowa Review.
This tank guy appears in Frozen Pudding Review
and many other places that nobody else's poems will ever appear in.
Yeah.
We're on a breakthrough here, Tim. We've talked about doing a poem about like fictional magazines. I happen to know that in the old days there was like a blog where some comedy writer was putting out fictional names for like radio shows, like Flappy and the Bean, or Oblivious Charles, the person who always does the stupid stuff on radio. And they don't realize, no, to be on radio, you don't have to stick your nads onto the hot coffee pot.
The Frozen Fudge Sandwich is a good literary term.
Frozen Fudge Sandwich Review.
We have to create a journal of we have to create like a blog of like fictional journal names. If only to make people work.
So out of all hey, Chad, my next poem that I write is gonna be a funny one with only names of reviews. And it's going to be hilarious.
Actually, my favorite name of a literary magazine recently is the Taco Bell Review. I think that's awesome.
Taco Bell Quarterly, you mean?
Taco Bell Quarterly.
Taco Bell Quarterly. Thomas Reisner. I was born in Leipzig, Germany in 1971. I still live here today. Sure. Already in elementary school, I often painted abstract instead of the given concrete drawing. I've later retained the style or changed it to abstract figuration. I paint a lot at home. Always without professional guidance. I didn't have any specific role models. When I start a picture, I only have a certain idea, but often something completely different emerges. I would describe myself as an outsider artist.
I would describe him as something. Yes.
Okay.
Wow.
All right.
That was Hamburger Hank. We really went on Hamburger Hank for a while.
Hamburger Hank.
Hamburger. Yes.
Hamburger.
I think my secret. I try to put a secret theme in for my weeks, particularly the Wednesday. I think the Wednesday was just like old men telling tales, and of course Hamburger used to, he was Hamburger after he got loose from the jail worked in the food industry, which is the style at the time. I don't know. It's
but besides murdering someone, he also was the Hamburglar.
He beat someone to death with a frozen hamburger patty.
Yeah, and you know what? He wouldn't be allowed to be. He wouldn't, after doing that, he wouldn't be allowed to be near any other restaurants or cafeterias. It just
you joke about that, but whoever joked about the Hamburglar in the 70s was like the Hamburglar now is like a goofy, like face as big as like an anime child, but he was pretty scary in the 70s. I found like a vintage picture from the McDonald's commercials. I'm like, Christ, the Hamburger looks like a pretty shitty bastard. Like that's a face you see on like a thief in a Dungeons and Dragons game with like 2 daggers ready to stab you. Like, Jesus.
Not to mention Ronald McDonald looks
Anyway.
pretty scary too.
And the grimace is totally humpable by a dog.
Humpable by a dog review.
Okay,
the grimace is big and purple and soft. Dog's best friend.
Quarterly.
Okay, no need to know whether or not I should delete Tim's internet cache of his history page.
Yeah,
after he dies. Good Lord.
Well, you know what happens. The internet eavesdroppers called Siri and whatnot. I'm gonna get some really weird ads like on the side of my social media.
Oh, of course.
Tractor. Pull. One thing. Okay. A lot of people ask for tractors, but they never got tractor pulls.
Tractor pulls.
It's time for me to read the poem, isn't it? Let me.
James Van Lloyd.
It's all one thing. 599 boomers.
Oh my God, almost on 600.
They call this the old baby boom. Almost from the very beginning, 50s, early and late, we were already split in factions by the early 60s over civil rights and the endless wars and regime change control operations of the Dulles brothers, Secretary of State and CIA director. The raw underside of Eisenhower's staid conformity bound cover when the deep politics of the security state was being interwoven in the budget with coast plus contacts in each and every congressional district and the military Keynesianism. Yeah. Driving it all until now a car has crashed in the crowd, bodies flying everywhere, and Gaza and the West Bank and South Lebanon and Syria taken over by that former Al-Nusra, Al-Qaeda, ISIS leader. And so the heads are rolling on the coast. Civil war sponsored by Israel bombing Damascus on the Druze communities in the South who suffer the inevitable consequences. And all these lifelong hateful policies of playing the ends against the middle, which always turns out each time to be nowhere, no how, no way, boy, oh boy. It is so very hard to watch the crash happening. It's the old demolition derby, car cult spreading their suburban satanic turds floating down the full expressways, burgeoning over the fields and the flowers. Even the insects finally rebel, and they buzz, 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 so I hear them in their swarms, growing again, ants, even everywhere, still, mysterious, the old glowworm, the firefly. Blinking glimmer like before in the night.
James Van Lloyd has been a fixture in Boston's poetry venue since the 1970s. He's a member of Cosmos Blunt.
It's a spin world. It's a spin world.
For Boston area homeless people at Pine Street Inn and St. Francis House since 1992. Van Lloyd leads the Labyrinth Creative Movement Workshop, which his Labyrinth title poems are based on. His work appears weekly.
We didn't want to do it. We didn't mean to do it. Sorry.
Angels and apricots. Janet Cormier. Bamboozle no more.
Bamboozle no more.
Urban Canvas.
Support Grace Men's.
I'm not going to do that to Janet poem. All right.
Shaken, not stirred. Sorry.
Freshly
The
poured.
glowword shimmer, shimmer.
Shimmer, shimmer. Let the glowworm shimmer, shimmer. Bamboozle no more. Urban Canvas.
These all might be or might not be songs from James Van Lloyd. It's hard to tell sometimes.
Yeah, right. Gray cement squares intended to be sidewalk trivia were mysteriously transformed into oversized rectangles with well-worn pieces of asphalt, later rumored to be reshaped following today's afternoon crazy rain, eventually repositioned among the twig. It was rumored that this last reincarnation of whatever was made to accommodate the daily reshaping of twigs and leaves due to increased wear and tear of street and pedestrian traffic. Freshly poured cement sidewalk appears as imperfect backdrops for windblown, inspired abstractions of trees bent and leaves spun in concentric circles of wild wind. You know, I've been reading Janet Cormier now for what 10 years, and she's always good. Like I like Janet Cormier a lot. She's one of my
Wild is
favorite.
the wind. Wild is the wind.
Oh God, let's get to Bruce Wise.
Bruce Wise.
Oh, then you got Bruce Wise.
There we
All
go,
right,
Bruce.
someone want to talk about her bio?
Really? Do we have to?
No,
Oh, you
No.
gotta give her a flower.
We love her.
we've known her forever. I didn't even. Yeah, you didn't even have to say anything about James. They're regulars. We know them.
Yeah, you listen to previous episodes.
Oh God.
You've probably followed us before.
Hello, Frisco.
Angels and animals.
Wise words with Bruce Wise. Chad, pick your favorite.
I have to actually get on the page. 1 second. Sorry about that.
I'm on the page.
And let's see. The shortest one. It wins. No. There was one that was interesting.
There was one.
It was an E comics poem.
I actually did like the haiku from Wired Clues Abe. Counting syllables, fillable Sudoku squares. Welcome distractions.
I'll read the E. Cummings one because I like E. Cummings.
I thought it was kind of. I think it was kind of ballsy of him to capitalize E. Cummings' name. That wasn't my decision. That was his.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Interesting.
Oh, you're gonna get some mail over that one. Me.
Someone's
E.
getting an
Cummings
angry
and
letter.
Capital E.
Yeah,
Capital E. Capital E.
someone's getting it. You don't do that to E. Cummings. Are you freaking? Oh. E. Cummings is defunct, but I'm not in a funk, for he's been dead for many suns and moons. And this is a part of what we all have to got in hydrogen. The sun sets helium balloons. Loose, up and away, then fly, they rise, they lose themselves amidst the blues. The solar lights and loons, like he sounds like Eminem here. He's fucking freestyling. Like butterflies.
Up goes gravity. Whoop, go back. Sorry. Anyway.
You know, up there goes gravity. There they goes Bruce Wise. All right, like butterflies. It's like right across the skies. They cruise, both visually and visually. His words climbing to the heavens. Country broke bucks. Dude, fly among the clouds. In pieces, times to words. They spin around about. It won't be forgotten. At least not tuned. Third. Word to the mother.
Word to the mother.
Attitudes.
Word to another universe. If you're gonna do it, if you're gonna do a deep cut of E.
Was an American modernist poet and prosit, and Bruce Wise has balls.
All right, I'm
That's
gonna
gonna be
one
on his website. That's gonna be the quote on his book. Bruce Wise has balls. Jason Wright.
World's Best High School 800-meter run by Rudy E. Wellick.
Oh God! I'm just kidding. Go ahead, read the poem.
Sound like dogs barking. From seventh at the U.S. Track and Field Championship, the 16-year-old Cooper Lutenhaus then ramped it up and came in second, setting a new world record at 1 hour, 42 minutes, and 27 seconds, like a phantom cat. You get the irony in that, too. Came in second with a new world record. That sounds not very scientific, Rudy. Rudy E. Wellick Abbs is a poet of sports. Cooper Lutenhaus is a high school student from Justin, Texas, a town around 4,400, and they listen to both country and western.
The interview last week, I said I'd do it. Now I'm Abbs, and that's who I am.
From seventh on the U.S. Track and Field Championship, a 16-year-old Cooper Lutenhaus ramped it up. He came in second, driving a pickup truck, a Ford Bronco, at a record of 1 hour, 42 minutes, and 20 seconds, like a phantom motherfucking
That sounds like
cat.
third base.
I don't know. Third
base, isn't that? That's like that old.
Oh,
No.
no.
They're the kind of guys who be shoot me back on Twitter, like "fuck you." I'm like, I'm sorry, man. I'm just making a joke.
You know what? If third base is listening to us and then he shoots you on Twitter, man, I'll give you $100 and don't sell.
So if I send third base a direct note with this podcast.
No.
They just have to find it back out.
If he happens to be listening to it now, and he shoots you a tweet that says "fuck you," you win. But there's no intervention. There's no, hey, listen to this and respond.
What if I tweet it?
That's just you're just.
What if I become a social media guru just to get the third base?
I think you'd probably do better with just messaging all of his followers.
Who's the guy from third base? What's that guy's name?
MC Search or something like that.
Search. Yeah. Actually
just tell him that MC Hammer died, and he'll come out of the woodwork going, "Yay!" But
MC Hammer's a straight G. You can't talk about him like that. Hammer will hurt you.
It's Hammer time. It's Hammer time.
All right, and that
you know how MC Hammer tried to do a hit on third base.
Yeah, I know. I know. Like he's a gangster. He's actually like cousins with like Too Short. Don't fuck with Too Short.
You're speaking in
code. I'm speaking in the hip hop lingo of the streets.
I don't understand what you are saying, Jason.
Shut the fuck up.
Look at that. His face in a freeze. I'm gonna freeze again.
All right, so guys, we did it. We did the week that somehow we got through.
Wow, I'm exhausted.
A long podcast, but I enjoyed every minute of it.
That was a very exhausting week.
That was.
Yeah. That was a very exhausting week. That's the name of it.
Can we change the Bruce's column to the week that was?
The week that was. I like that.
The week that was.
I don't know. I mean,
no.
Dad actually could email him. Do you think we can get him on the podcast? Think we can actually get Bruce Wise on to come out of Parts Unknown to come on the podcast?
Maybe once, and then that will be it. That will be.
Would you probably yell at all of us?
I
got another title.
Multiple personalities. How are we going to know which one we're talking to?
This is Ace.
I've got another idea for his column. How about Edith the Wise? Yes.
Wise ass.
Get it.
All right, guys. Thank you again for going and reviewing the week that was with me, Tim, me. I'm actually thanking you guys specifically, Tim and Chad. But thank you, our listeners.
We introduce ourselves as me too.
Yeah, me. Yeah, and most of this is satire. We don't have any bad blood for anyone. Tim has
we already have a disclaimer. Oh, actually, you know what's really a lot of fun? The woman that does the disclaimer at the beginning and end of the show. If you make like a chicken noise clucking while she's doing it, it's much, much better. Like she's like the Oddball Foundation. I'm just kind of going like, it's perfect. It's perfect.
Don't listen.
Leave my mic on for it, Jason. And I'll like the viewers.
I can't.
Really?
No.
You don't have a button?
It's like the end of the show. That's like when we say goodbye and let people go on with their lives.
Well, maybe Timothy Chicken is not part of the show. He can just come on in.
Timothy Chicken.
Peacock.
But yeah, this has been a fun week. Chad, we'll see you at the Boston Marathon.
You will, God help me.
Keep it real, buddy. So I'll see you Saturday. I'll see you next Tuesday, Tim. Kidding.
Why don't you drop the show like on Friday night so that way people can listen and then go to this.
No one listens to this podcast. You know that, right? I don't know.
That's why you should allow me to do the freaking chicken noise. Freaking chicken.
Yeah. Well, maybe people listen to this podcast. The people who do listen to this podcast, I hope they're not like super like into it. Like they like. I mean, I hope that they're casual.
Like they're gonna stalk you and
they're not like. Remember, like you go to like Comic-Con one day, and they're like, do you remember what you said in the week that was?
Remember,
check it.
Remember we shot around remember? I think actually even worse, someone listens to the podcast and shows up at your house and cuts off your fingers.
That's you definitely told people how I could die. Axe throwing at a fish concert.
Not dying, just suffering.
I don't need to suffer.
Yeah, I'm going to knock
Yes,
off
I
for
mean-
the day while you threaten Jason's well-being. You guys
Yeah.
have a good day.
Yeah.
Oh,
Everybody
All right,
have
sorry,
a great,
baby.
great.
sorry,
day.
baby.
Sorry, baby. Don't get.
Sorry, baby.
This has been the week that was. My name is Jason Wright. That's Chad. There's Chad Parento.
For now.
There's Tim Gager. For now, we'll see y'all next time. We'll see you next time. See you next Tuesday, everybody.
Wow.
See you.
Next
Okay, bye, everybody. Mic check. Whoop, wrong one. Thank you for watching.
The Oddball Show and the Oddball Foundation is dedicated to mental health advocacy through art.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Oddball Show features content intended for mature audiences. If you'd like to view a content warning before listening, please check out the episode description. The views put forth by our hosts and our guest reflect the speaker's opinions and not the official stance of Oddball Foundation. Thanks for listening. We hope you enjoy the show.